I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my creative healing course is filled with hours of exclusive content. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And today we're going to be talking about what your ex really thinks about in no contact.
Ooh.
Well, obviously, no contact is very challenging if somebody is broken up with you and you desperately want to talk to them. And that is completely normal because biologically we are hardwired to want to talk to them and repair that connection.
And we even get an extra adrenaline rush to go out and find them again, believe it or not.
So we really struggle with feeling that our ex doesn't care about us anymore. Because a lot of times they say something like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I'm not ready for a relationship, or I'm done, I'm over this. I mean, whatever the reason is, and there's, believe me, so many different reasons. Yeah. It can make you feel like they just don't care about you anymore. And you feel like you're obsessing about them constantly, and they're not even thinking about you. And while we don't have mental telepathy or a crystal ball, it's still on back order. Is that right?
It's on back order with Amazon.
We do see a lot of similarities, and fortunately, we do oftentimes hear from the dumper telling the dumpy stuff, and then it comes back to us, so it's always informative and helpful.
Exactly. The process that your ex goes through while you're in no contact has everything to do with their attachment to you and separation anxiety. So the first thing that they're going to experience is called separation elation. And this is when your ex has finally managed to do the breakup. They've probably been contemplating it for some while before they actually do it. And it does take that courage to end that relationship. So initially they're going to be feeling a state of relief.
Yes, that's big.
We've called it separation elation. And what happens is the partner who does the breaking up has probably struggled with this decision for weeks or months. Part of them, of course, cares about you and doesn't want to do it, but for whatever reason they make a decision that they have to. So after they've done the breakup with you, there's a period of feeling free. Okay, free at last, free at last. I don't have anybody looking over my shoulder. I can stay out late if I want. Nobody's going to be asking me who I was with. So,
no responsibilities or obligations to another
right,
person?
To another person, right? I'm absolutely free again like when I was younger. So there is a period of elation, of feeling very, very relieved. And that's annoying if some third party tells you, well, I saw your ex and they're looking wonderful and are into, all sorts of new and different things and blah, blah, blah. But that period ends. And when it ends, come the very beginning thoughts of, well, I wonder how so-and-so is doing.
Yeah.
Right. And they could be wondering why you haven't reached out yet. So everybody has routines that they go through. And in relationships, we start to create routines. So there might be a certain time of day where you would normally talk to that person. Maybe you message each other good morning every day. Or before you go to bed, you say good night. Or you eat lunch together. Whatever it is, you have a routine of connection that you go through in the relationship. So once that ends, they're going to be eating dinner alone. They're going to be sleeping in their bed alone. And over time, that is going to turn into curiosity of what you're doing, where are you? And they're going to start to feel that sense of loss that you aren't there like you normally have been.
Especially if you haven't reached out.
Exactly.
Right. And it's hard to believe sometimes that this is happening, but inevitably it is.
And I even remember with the breakup with the Applebees Girl, I used to call her or text her at one particular part of the day when part of my day was transitioning. And so it was a routine. Like I would call her, she would call me, we would text. And so every time I got to that point in the day, I would be thinking about her even more so.
Of course.
And I even, when we talked months later, said to her, don't you think about me at that time? And she was like, no. But
I don't believe her.
I don't believe her either. She just wasn't interested in repairing it at that point, and she was dating somebody else at the time who I talked about, Beaky Buzzard.
Beaky
right?
Buzzard. I
And
remember him well.
Yeah, me too. And so I would think about it at that time, and it was even more painful in those moments because you're just thinking about, how are they not thinking about me right now? How are they not wanting to talk to me right now? And that makes me feel anxious, or makes you guys feel anxious when you're in that situation. And, you know, you want them to feel that absence. You want them to experience it, and it won't be at the same time frame as you because they're in the separation elation.
Exactly.
Which reminds me of like something from Sesame Street.
Yes,
I think there needs to be like a song.
Yeah.
Separation, elation.
Very good.
Exactly, not bad. We just need some Muppets in the background dancing around. But when you're going through that, you want to feel like they are thinking about you too. And you just are so frustrated, and I think makes you feel horrible inside.
Sure.
Right? Like you've really lost that person.
And as they continue to not hear from you, I know for you, all these memories are going to come back of all the good times that you had, even all the bad times that you have. You might be beating yourself up over mistakes that you made in the relationship.
Oh, yes.
But also remember that for them too, these memories will come up through time. It's not going to be the same timeline as you, but over time, once they start to feel your absence and their separation anxiety increases, then those good memories are going to come up naturally. There's going to be no need for a good reminder text, and they're going to
Don't send it.
Don't do it. They're going to remember those funny and happy moments together with you. So once time has passed from the initial breakup, it's going to lose its intensity, the reasons for the breakup.
Absolutely. Yes. It's so important that you understand that feelings change. How you feel about a breakup a day after, a week after, a month after, 6 months after, a year later, they're going to be different. And it's not going to be like the same. Like it's going to be kind of like a roller coaster. Like, or even during the day. Sometimes during the day, they may miss you. And sometimes during the day, they're thinking, I'm glad we broke up. And they're going to go back and forth. It's not like this concrete thing that they experience. They're going to go back and forth, and they're going to be confused. And then they're going to feel good about their decision. And then they're going to be scared about you. And then they're going to feel happy that they're moving forward. And it's going to be a lot of different emotions that overwhelm them. But I think in time, they're going to remember the good things more so.
I think that's what happens. Yeah, unless there was something horrific, some of the good things are going to resurface.
And I think that's ultimately what sticks with people the most.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Right. So throughout the course of no contact, your ex's feelings about the breakup are going to change inevitably. Over time, feelings change and perspectives change. When you look at something in retrospect, it's completely different from when you're looking at something in the moment.
Yeah.
So the focus will shift from feeling guilty or sorry for breaking your heart to wondering about you, wondering if you're dating other people, wondering if you've moved on, what you're doing, who you're with. So consider that, and consider that about your ex. They might also try to contact you in an indirect way, the indirect direct approach, which is a way of them initiating contact again. They might be considering restarting a relationship or just testing the waters, seeing, getting a better gauge of where you are in your life.
Absolutely.
Could we give some examples of that? I got some mail for you. How would you like me to get it to you?
Yep. I saw a girl contact somebody about a car key. And she was like, I didn't care about the car key, but it sounds like it could be a valid reason.
Sure.
Right? The thing that I think is that after a breakup, first of all, the things that were really bothering you or upsetting you don't seem as important. Like this particular thing that got on your nerves, it's like, well, it really wasn't as big of a deal as I felt at the time. And so it gives you perspective on what this person was like in your life. And are you really willing to lose that person just because they got on your nerves sometimes? Right. And, made mistakes sometimes, or did whatever it is that bothers you? I mean, whoever you date is going to have, some issues and do some things that get on your nerves. It's just part of life.
Right.
I mean, even if you spend too much time with close friends, they'll get on your nerves like that.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep in mind that in time, things can change. And as you become healthier and learn the skills that we teach, and you work on the stuff, the personal growth, and consider the areas that the relationship struggled and how you could fix them in the future, you'll have a much better chance of trying to repair things when they do reach out to you.
I have a couple of comments.
Okay.
Oftentimes we hear from people at a breakup, does this mean he or she never loved me? No, it doesn't mean that. Absolutely, I'm sure you did love this person. They loved you back. Something has gone wrong. Somebody feels there's a reason why you have to break up. But it doesn't mean the person never loved you. And the other issue is, as we've said now several times, feelings change. And this person says, nope, this person has written me off, will never think about me again. I'm going to be dead to that person, and they're just going to go on with their lives. Fortunately, no one can do that, no matter how hard they try.
Yep. It's a lot, and it's scary, and that's why we're here, and that's why we do the coaching, and that's what we can talk to you about, because you're going to feel a lot better just talking to us about your situation and getting a personal, one-on-one coaching with our insights for what we see, because we see a lot of breakups. But, understand that if you give your ex space, their feelings will change over time. Doesn't mean that they'll always come back. We're never going to say that. But allow them to process and put things in perspective, and it really can make a huge difference in trying to repair a relationship. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And of course, when you want our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. Margaret is available for Skype coaching.
If you feel that I can be helpful, please sign up.
And Coach Victoria is going to continue to be in videos and train with us.
I'll be here.
But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And we will talk with you soon. To get my help personally, go to askcraig.net and click on Schedule Coaching and choose the option that works best for you. I do email coaching or Skype. To schedule a coaching with Margaret, click on Margaret on the top of the page and order a Skype with her. For the Knowledge Creative Healing course, click on the link at the top of the page and click Get Started Now.